Hey, Shalom. It's Fallen Yeshua. Welcome again to The Rock. The illusion of choice. I was talking to someone, and they were saying that the reason that they had a hard time with Yah, the God of the Bible, Yah, Yahuwah, Yahweh, and they said the reason they had a hard time with him was because he did not give them choice. And they were saying, like, look at, in this country, we have choice. We have freedom of choice. And I looked at him and I thought, oh, wow, how powerful is this delusion that society gives us? The Bible starts off with choice. Adam and Eve, choice. They made a choice. Joshua tells Israel, choose you this day whom you're going to serve. Who are you going to serve? Make a choice. Yahweh throughout the Bible, let it be known that there are other gods that you can serve. But if you are his, you will serve him. This person I was talking to was also a big proponent of government. It was just a random person I was in the store. They're also a proponent of government. And I was like, you do know that government does not give you choice, right? They only give you an illusion of choice. In fact, Yah let you know the choices. Government keeps some of the choices from you. For instance, when you food, they tell you can go to Kroger's. They tell you can go to, I don't know, Fred Meyer's. They tell you can go to Walmart, Albertsons, which I think is now Kroger's, Winco, if you're in the West Coast. You can go to these grocery stores, Piggly Wiggly. But they don't tell you that there's another option. You can grow your own food. You can raise your own food. You notice how they don't promote that as one of the options, because that would then be promoting self-sufficiency. That would then be promoting a more biblical lifestyle, actually. That says in the book of Apocrypha, hate not husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained. They give you the option of, well, if someone is trying to hurt you, call the police. But then when you come out here into these small communities, these small, and I mean small towns, I'm talking about towns under, 500. They tell you, you should go get some training. You should go and learn how to handle a firearm. The sheriffs will tell you that. They'll tell you to go get some training. They'll tell you to go learn. You get a firearm, become proficient with it, learn to shoot it to protect yourself. But in these big metropolitan centers where most people live, the reservation that I call it, these big cities, for most of them, they remove your ability to protect yourself, especially in these, more democratic areas. They tell you that, something's wrong with you. They make laws to prevent you from exercising one of the choices of protection, which is protecting yourself, which is what everything is based on. Everything is based on you having the ability to protect and defend yourself. No, we'll take the choice away from you, and the choice we'll give you is you call 911. And if you don't call 911 and you dare protect yourself, we'll even create laws that'll hinder you, that'll put you in jeopardy if you dare exercise a choice that we didn't give you. And you can go on and on with what you see throughout life, and you'll realize that you don't really have choices. So the idea that Yah did not give you all the choices. He said, hey, go choose. He said a man can't serve two masters. He's letting you know there are more than one master. Yeshua said that. Yeshua was telling you, you can have other masters, but you have to choose one. You have to make a choice. This society removes choices from you. They tell you that if your child's going to be, they give you this impression because a lot of that they'll say they give you the choice, but while they talk bad about it, they'll say, well, you can homeschool your child, but homeschooling children that are homeschooled are not, socially, they're not able to integrate socially, and they have problems with communication. They have problems with this, or problems with that, and problems with this, and problems with that, because they want your child to go to the school, so they're manipulating. They'll give you the so-called choice, but is it really a free choice if they're using manipulation tactics to try and get you to choose the way they want you to go? See, they're not really giving you the choice. When they give you, you're going to vote Democrat or you're going to vote Republican. And those are the choices that they tend to give you. But what if you wanted to vote independent? See, they don't really promote those. Yeah, it's still a choice, but they're not going to push that out there. The same way growing your food is a choice, but how much do you see them push that on you? How many articles do you read? How many on your mainstream media outlets? How many of them are talking about? They'll talk about a farmer farming, but they don't talk about you having some animals, because that might mean you'd leave the city. You see, so even when they give you the idea that you have a choice, they make sure that they convey it to you in a way that is not acceptable, where they make it sound like by choosing something other than the choices that they give you, you're in some way an outcast or a rebel. Many people grew up without even understanding choice. And choice is very important because you have to choose. So you have to understand that as you live life, every decision you make, every choice you make is where you're putting your backing behind. That's why I've never voted, ever. People say you should vote for, the lesser of two evils. I feel like I'm voting for the lesser of two evils. Well, that still means you're voting for evil. So your vote is still for evil. You're just voting for the lesser of two evils. Why don't you keep your vote? Why don't you say, I'm not going to vote until I have a choice that is representing me? I'm not going to vote for, pick one, diabetes or cancer. Which one's less painful? Which one can I live with the longest? Why don't you say, I'm just not going to vote until my choice is a long, healthy, vibrant life? See, people have made and are making their choices every single day. And while a person may say, Yah doesn't give you the ability to make choice, yes, he does. It's all throughout the book, from Genesis all the way to Revelation. That includes the Apocrypha. You see choice. You see the prophets, the disciples. Didn't Judas make a choice? Yah is all about choice. He'll tell you, hey, these things are good for you. These things are not. This thing will gender to life, and this thing will gender to sin and death. This thing right here is clean meats. This one over here isn't even a meat for you to eat. But you have a choice. Hey, you can eat this fruit from this tree, or you can eat, and you cannot eat that tree and eat from all these trees over here. You can eat an apple, or you can eat a candy bar. You can make a choice to be loving, or you can make a choice to be hateful. You can make a choice to train your family so that they can defend themselves, or you can make the choice to depend on the police. And again, out here, the sheriffs out here, the police that I've experienced out here, I've had no problem with them. They have been awesome, in fact. And they'll tell you, no, you should get some training. Heard them talking to a person. You should get some training. I talk with one that, I run into every once in a while. Yeah, how's the training going? Man, the training's going great. Choice. And I think that a lot of you need to understand that you're not actually making choices at all. When you say Burger King or McDonald's, you can choose which burger you want, but you're still choosing them. Just like, you can choose Democrat or Republican, but it's still the same damn bird. And it lands in the same damn branch. And the tree that it lands on is that tree, not of liberty, but of oppression. Slavery. choose your slavery, choose your evil, which really isn't a choice, because where's the choice of good? And many times when you realize is that in order to make the choice of good, you have to choose to not make a choice in this system. You have to opt out and walk away. And how many are really willing to come out of her? Be ye separate, touch not the unclean thing, so that my choice of Yah, many of you say it's your choice, so that he can receive you. How many of you are willing to make the choice to fully, as much as you can, disinvest or divest yourself from this system and these wicked ways? Stop choosing the lesser of two evils and just don't choose evil. Bless you. Shalom.